My first morning in Baltimore, I woke up in my box-filled room, got dressed, and took an exploratory walk down our new street. It was a mid-morning Tuesday after the off-to-work rush, so the neighborhood was quiet. The brick and stone houses were medium old, from the 1920s or so, with tall elms guarding patchy little yards, and here and there a sprinkler whirring over the grass. I turned a corner and came to a small church. There was a headstone near the path leading to the church's wooden doors. I stepped closer to read the headstone. It said, "For the unicorn child." That is so cool, I thought. What a funky town this was. I imagined a neighborhood legend of the unicorn child, about a one-horned little boy who died tragically, hit by a car, or shot by a mugger, or maybe poisoned by lawn pesticides. The story of the unicorn child was so real to these people, they'd erected a stone in his memory. Then I read it again. The stone didn't say, "For the unicorn child." It said, "For the unborn child." That night, I lay in bed, staring at the leafy shadow mice skittering across my bedroom wall. Our new house was muggy and airless and made strange groaning noises. Dad wasn't home from work yet, even though it was almost midnight. And the next day, I'd start at Canton, my new school. I knocked on my stomach again, wishing that metallic clang would answer back. Even robot girls get nervous sometimes. I'd been the new girl before. I didn't care what the Canton kids would think of me. 1 year, and I was out of there forever. I don't care what they think. I chanted to myself, I don't care, I don't care, I don't care what they think. I repeated those words until they felt truer than true. By then, it was 2 in the morning. Dad had come home, and he and Mom were in their room. I wasn't sleepy. In Ithaca, I'd listened to the radio to fall asleep. The Bob Decker Show out of Albany, full of late-night conspiracy talk about the pyramids, alien invasions, shadow people, 9/11, clairvoyant spies, the Kennedy assassination, and on and on. Somehow, the paranoia in the callers' voices soothed me. I guess I found it reassuring to know I wasn't the only one who felt a vague, hard-to-define anxiety and was looking for something to pin it on. But I couldn't pick up the show down here in the land of the unborn unicorn child. So I began my alternate insomniac bedtime routine, imagining myself dead. I used lots of different death scenarios. There was the classic funeral scene, lying in my open coffin, dead, much more beautiful than I ever looked in life, like Snow White in her crystal beer. Everyone I knew would pass by to gaze at me and cry. They should have appreciated me while I was alive. The world as they knew it will never be the same. The last mourner was always a boy, whatever boy I had a crush on at the time. He'd be a wreck, totally destroyed by my death. When he saw me in my coffin, he'd suddenly realized that he'd loved me all along. The other kids in school, the fools who had ignored me all year, were wrong, so very wrong. The injustice of it would overwhelm Crush Boy, who'd run into the street and throw himself in front of a truck. It was all very satisfying. Then there was slow hospital death, where I touched the heart of a handsome doctor, and death in my sleep, where Mom came in to wake me up for school, but oh no, she just couldn't wake me. My spirit would float over the bed, laughing, "Ha ha, I won't be going to school today." Those were just the greatest hits, but there were many, many more. I'd never told anyone about this nightly habit. I was sure my parents would send me to a shrink if they knew, and the shrink would institutionalize me, or drug me, or give me shock therapy, or at least make me visit him 5 days a week. They wouldn't understand. I didn't want to die. I just found death soothing to think about. Thank you. Thank you.